Day 86, verses 17 to 19, the lens of equality. Namaste and welcome to Gita 360. Yesterday, we explored how ignorance clouds our understanding and prevents us from seeing life clearly. The Gita compared true knowledge to the rising sun that effortlessly removes darkness. Today, the Gita describes the ultimate hallmark of a clear mind, the ability to look at the deeply fragmented world around us and see a single unifying thread running through all of it. Those whose minds, hearts, and devotion are fixed on the divine attain liberation, their impurities removed by knowledge. The Gita describes people whose minds are firmly established in the divine truth, when their intellect, buddhi, their emotional mind, atma, their daily conviction, nishtha, and their ultimate goal are entirely anchored in the truth, their doubts and mental impurities are thoroughly washed away by knowledge. They reach a state of freedom from which they never fall back into old patterns of confusion. They are anchored in a clear understanding of what truly matters. Most of our mental fatigue comes from internal division. Our intellect knows one thing, but our emotional mind craves another, and our habits drive us somewhere else entirely. When we are fully aligned, old self-destructive loops simply lose their way. The truly learned, with the eyes of divine knowledge, see with equal vision a Brahmin, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and a dog-eater. The Gita now describes one of the most visible signs of true wisdom. The wise person sees with equal vision, whether looking at a learned and humble Brahmana, a cow, an elephant, a dog, or even a person considered an outcast by society. They recognize the same divine essence within all. This is a profound lesson in looking past labels. The world categorizes everything based on utility, status, intellect, or appearance. We constantly judge who is above us, who is below us, what is useful to us, and what can be ignored. The Gita shatters the surface level view. To a steady mind, these external differences are just costumes. Beneath the shallow differences in conditioning and physical forms, the core life force is exactly the same. True wisdom does not create hierarchies, it recognizes a shared existence. Such people whose minds are established in equality of vision conquer the cycle of birth and death in this very life. They possess the flawless qualities of God and are seated in the absolute truth, the Brahman. The Gita states that those whose minds are firmly established in this equal vision have already conquered the bindings of worldly existence right here in this very life. They are no longer trapped by the divisions that usually dominate human thinking. They do not constantly separate people into categories of superior and inferior, worthy and unworthy, important and unimportant. The universe is inherently balanced, but our personal biases create friction. By training the mind to remain steady and equal through the chaos, we step out of an emotional roller coaster and sit in alignment with divinity. We live in a world obsessed with classification and comparison. From our bank accounts and professional roles to social media metrics and family dynamics, we are constantly measuring ourselves against others. Sometimes this leads to admiration. Sometimes this leads to prejudice. Sometimes this simply prevents us from seeing another being clearly. Most of us know what it feels like to be misunderstood because someone formed an opinion before truly knowing us. We also know how often we do the same to others. The Gita is not asking us to pretend that everyone is identical. Rather, it invites us to look beyond the labels that usually dominate our perception. The more we look at people through the lens of status, success, background, or appearance, the more divided the world appears. The more we learn to see the shared humanity beneath these differences, the more our relationships begin to change. Equal vision does not mean treating everyone identically. It means recognizing that every person carries the same fundamental worth regardless of how different their life may look from our own. When we look past the external costumes people wear, we no longer get intimidated by someone's status, nor do we dismiss someone because of their position. We treat people with a uniform dignity and respect. By refusing to participate in the game of constant comparison, we preserve our energy and keep our inner state intact. Thought of the day. The labels we place on people often shape what we are able to see in them. Pause for a moment today and reflect. Is there someone I have reduced to a label instead of seeing as a complete human being? Thank you for joining me on Geeta 360. May we move through our day with a little more openness and a little less judgment. And may we learn to see beyond the differences that separate us to the deeper reality that connects us all.